Hello and welcome to episode 1 of SlackerCraft. Alright, this is going to be the first episode, beginning episode for this character on a vanilla server. Alright, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by talking about the server a little bit, talking about what our plans are as I do the beginnings of the game where we sit there and we collect some wood. And so the plan is this is going to be a vanilla server, and so it's survival mode. And so there are several other people that play on their server that've been on it for a little bit, and so this character is just beginning on the server. So the character's name is Suniza. All right, and so what we're gonna do is we are actually gonna gather some wood, and I already have an idea on where we want to start our base. And so we're going to need a little bit of wood. We're going to go ahead and get a boat and go over and start kind of doing our little starter base. All right, so a little bit of background on the server. This is a 1.15.2 server. It will be updating to 1.16 at some point whenever it comes out. Now, it is a survival server, and so there's only a few changes that have been made from the basics. These changes you can actually find on Vanilla Tweaks. And so the big ones are going to be single player sleep. So anytime you have a server and you can have it set up so that like just one person needs to sleep, makes a huge difference and helps. Now, the other change we have is I believe we have Endermen do not pick up locks. So we had an issue with Endermen kind of messing with redstone and messing things up. So we have that set up. And then the last thing we have, oh, I didn't want to do that, is we have it set up so that we have the wandering trader can actually um, trade mob heads. So mob heads will drop in this game. It was something we wanted to have that we would thought would be interesting to have so that we can collect them all. And so that's going to be one of the things we're going to try to collect as we proceed through the game. So as you can see, there's a few things built. So this is the center of spawn here. So there's a few things that have been built by other players. So over there's a PvP area. Over there's a couple little shops. This is kind of like a little starter home that is set up for the players, but we are going to start with nothing. And so we are going to head this way. I'm going to turn my coordinates on because I already know where I want to go. We're going to go over to basically the Y value is going to stay the same, about roughly 50. We're going to go to negative 2,100. All right. The idea is there is a nice little random cobblestone. Oh, okay. Nice little savanna with a huge mountain, and that's going to be what we're going to make our initial base in. Now, and then from there, there's some plains that we are going to move into, and that's where our base is going to be. Now, this series of videos, I'm going to try to do something different than what I normally do when I play Minecraft. Typically what I do is I get my initial base started and, kind of get settled in. And then I have an idea on where the main base is going to be. Now what happens is I usually build a few simple farms so that I can get some nice diamond pickaxes so I can basically dig out a whole bunch of area. And seems almost every base I make, I basically find an area and I clear out everything. I dig down to bedrock, a huge vast area. And then I usually cover it back up so that you can't see it. And I basically build all my farms underground. And so like when people come across my base, you don't really see anything. All right. And so what I want to do this time, a little bit different, is I'm not I'm going to dig down the bedrock for mining purposes, but I am not going to build my base down there. And so everything's going to be above ground. And so we're going to try to actually make a really cool looking base. Then what happens is once I have an idea where my base is and I dig down and I have farms, I basically farm everything in the game. I build small farms, but I try to farm everything in the game. And so I'm actually going to try to avoid building a farm for everything in the game, just certain things. And so that's going to be one of the other things I'm going to do different. And then usually what happens is once I have a base that's kind of settled, I just start building just random stuff here and there, big statues or whatever. So, but there's no pattern to it, there's no theme. And so that's going to be something I'm going to want to do different this time is we are going to try to have a central theme to what we do. All right. Now, what you notice here is there's this huge mushroom biome here, and so no one has actually discovered this yet. So no one has wandered this way, and so this can be one of those things that I'm hoping we can preserve and have that be a shared area for everyone on the server. So we kind of need to zip around this, and as you can see, it is pretty large. One of the things we are going to do with this character as we're playing is we are going to kind of identify the borders of the biome. That way we know exactly where stuff will not spawn and where we can build things on with other people on the server. All right, but that's not going to be for a while. And the nice thing is, this is actually going to be close enough to the base that we're actually going to make. I'm thinking of building some underwater path, like a tunnel that will lead over to the mushroom biome. I think that would be interesting. Now, of course, eventually we'll get elytras and we'll fly and all that good stuff. But I think that would be an interesting thing to try to just do. That would be cool looking. So as you can see, it's still somewhat daylight. Okay. And so we are getting close to where our base is going to be. So as you can see, there is the first mound of our base. And so we're going to actually zip around this little sandbar here. And it's actually going to be this second one that we are going to build in. And so this is one thing I typically do. I usually like to find a little hillside and dig into it for my first starter base. That way I'm not digging down or I'm not building some ugly dirt hut to begin with. So I like to do like live a little hole in the wall. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to get some basic wood tools, and then we are going to dig in. And our first night, we're going to spend kind of opening up an area for where our base is going to be. All right, so what do we need? We're going to want a couple pickaxes. And hopefully we should have enough wood to be able to do this. And nope, I did not want that, but that's okay. And we'll just pick up a sword just so we have one. We need to make some more wood here. We'll just turn all this into wood. Alright. And then let's see here. Where's our shovel? We're gonna make a few of these. Okay, there we go. So there's a shovel. And there is our axe. Alright, so we're going to get our beginning stuff here. And it's going to turn dark. I'm going to leave that there. And so this is going to be our initial entrance to our base. Alright, and so this first night is going to consist of building and digging a little area for our starter home. Alright, so let's go ahead and we want a crafting table inside. And we're going to get ourselves a door. And I don't have enough oak to do an oak door, but that is okay. We'll just do a birch door. Okay. Alright, there we go. So now we have, we can do a furnace. So let's go ahead and get a furnace started. Alright, now I need to remember how do I make charcoal. If we just burn wood. Nope. We need logs. That's what we need. Can we pop out for a second, grab some logs so that we can get some charcoal and get ourselves a few torches as we are going to be inside. And this is the point we wish we had someone else on so we could say, hey, we need you to sleep so we could be outside some more. But as you can see, we have no gear, so we do not want to take that chance. Alright, so here we go. Is it this way? There we go. I knew it had to be. Hardly ever do that. And because as soon as we get coal, we never do it. So I always forget which way it goes. Alright, so now some boring part of hollowing out our area here. So let's go ahead and get some torches. Alright. So we can actually get, there we go, we got some light. Alright, so this is going to bother me until I get this organized the way I like to have it. Oh, we need some food at some point. Okay, alright, so now what we're going to do is we are just going to continue digging a little hole here. And we're going to make this 3 high. And then we'll make a couple other furnaces because we're going to want to get some food and cook that up. And then we'll have to probably make some more charcoal. That way we can actually have some more torches. Hopefully we can find some coal soon. And then we'll go out and gather some more wood. And then hopefully we can find some sheep. That way we can get a bed pretty quick. That way we can start building some chests and actually have in this first little episode a nice little beginnings to a base. And then I should probably, I think I'm going to use up, do I want to use up both wood pickaxes or do I just want to go to stone? We'll just go to stone. We can use the wood items as fuel for in the furnace. So I think we'll do that. Alright, so we got stone. Alright, so what do we need? We need some sticks. Alright, so we're going to get a stone pickaxe. Alright. Stone axe. Stone shovel. And we need our sword. Alright, so, and now this is going to serve as our fuel source. And it's the other, I need the, okay. Logs go in. Alright. So let's go ahead and let's check to see how dark it is. Okay, we're about halfway through the night. Alright. So a little bit more time. Taking it, oh, that's much faster. That's much better. Alright. And one of the things I'm going to do different this time is I am actually going to convince myself not to do an AFK fish farm. That is one of those things that I always like to do, but I thought, you know what, we are going to play as though you can't actually do that, and we are actually not going to build an AFK fish farm. We are going to make ourselves get enchantments the way we're supposed to. And so what that means is we are going to be hitting up villages earlier than I normally would when I play. So once we kind of have our base settled and we have enough resources that we can go in and basically keep the villagers safe, we will look for a village and we will try to get the villagers safe, build up villager breeding, and then we will do the little trick of picking up and dropping the workbenches so that we can get some villagers that have some good trades as far as books go. Alright, we will take advantage of that. Alright, so that we can get mending and silk touch, the efficiency, and unbreaking. And so once we can get those different enchantments, we will be rolling. And then we will start looking for some iron. and then diamonds. And so what I'm going to do is, I'm not sure if I want to do my usual just dig down to bedrock and start mining out for diamonds, or if I want to try looking for some caves at first. We will see. I think what we'll do is we'll do some caving to try to get a hold of iron, but then after that, we will do some mining to get the diamonds. All right, and it's not going to be strip mining. I'm actually going to show you the beginnings of how I do that. I actually do a very different technique when it comes to mining for diamonds, because the idea is the diamonds spawn between a couple particular layers, and they try to spawn one vein per chunk. And so what I actually do is I will actually go in and kind of dig through a chunk. I'll show the chunk borders, and I'll just kind of dig out the chunk a little bit to try to find the diamonds that would have spawned in that chunk. And so that's going to be one of the things that's going to be a little different. I'm not sure how many people really mine that way, but we will do it, and I'll show you a little bit of it just so you can see what I'm talking about. Alright, so we got some chests here, so we can start dumping some of this random stuff in here, and we can throw all the wood in here, and we are going to need some more pickaxe. Ooh, got a sapling. Alright, so we're gonna need we're gonna make a few of these. I always like to have a few on hand in the beginning of the game, because I really am not going to dig up a lot of resources at once, and so I will actually have like backups for these things that are going to break quickly as we play. Alright, and I think I'm going to hang on to this stuff just so I have it. Okay, and I'm going to move that over, because what's going to happen is that's where the bow is going to go, that's where I keep my food, that's where I keep my rockets, and so my torches are usually in that spot. For some reason, I always like to have them organized the same way. That way I always know what's in my inventory, and if I have an empty slot, I kind of know what it is. Alright, so hopefully we're going to hit daylight soon. What we're going to do next is we're going to go out and we're going to have to hit up some wood, and yep, it's starting to become. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over there and we're going to chop down some trees for some wood. We'll grab that sugar cane that is there. We'll plant it out here so we can start doing that. And we'll get some seeds so we can plant some wheat. And then hopefully maybe we can find a few animals out there, some sheep and some cows. That way we can start working on that. We'll kill a few, but we don't want to do too many because we're going to want to make farms. That way we can farm. Essentially, we're going to have to farm a lot of leather. Alright, so we're going to take out this tree because I do not want that shaded area right in front of our door. And hopefully, I heard some zombies earlier while we were in there, so hopefully that is a good sign that I have my sound on hostile creatures turned up. That's one of the worst things, is to have a creeper sneak up on you. Now, if this guy drops some armor, no, he does not. That's disappointing. That would have been nice to get some cheap armor right off the bat. Okay, so there we go. So now what we're going to do is, we don't want to do this. Don't want to leave a floating tree. Don't do that. Okay, so we're just going to zip across over here to this water, grab some sugar cane, chop down some trees, get some seeds, and hopefully we can get ourselves set up nice and neat. And I see a pig. Okay, but what I really want is I want to find some sheep in this area. We got ourselves a zombie over there, some zombies there. Now we're on fire. So let's go ahead and get in the water. Okay. We'll just let him die. Oh, there we go. We got ourselves a sheep. Okay, we're going to get ourselves some wool. This is a good start. Some chickens, we will leave those chickens because they will be good for starting a chicken farm. So that will be a good start for us. Alright, so let's just go ahead and run this way a little bit. Kind of explore a little bit, gather some seeds. Maybe find some more sheep. Do I have enough to bake the bed? Yes. That way we can spawn where we want. A zombie, I hear zombie. Ooh. This is promising. Let's see. Do we have an easy way to end down? Nope. We don't want to mess with that skeleton without any armor. Alright. It would have been nice if we had a nice, easy cave. I think there's some caves probably back around our hill side that we can zip into if need be. I was hoping to see some more sheep out here. But, oh, there we go. Oh, yes, some open area so we can actually see easily. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some more sheep. Let's see. Let's get up on the hillside and let's see if we got any cows out there. So I see some sheep. Oh, I see a bee. That's nice. So hopefully we can find a little nest off to the side at some point in time. And I see some cows. I think there's a cow up there. I don't want to actually kill any of the cows because I want to be able to get a couple of them close to the base to farm them. Alright, so let's go ahead and venture this way. And gather some more pigs. Get ourselves some more food. And so I think what we will do is... Oh, here's a cave. Not that. Over here. If we can see some easy iron, that would be nice. Oh, that's not a cave. That's a lake. Oh, Minecraft, you had my hopes up. Why'd you do that? Oh, I see another bee. Alright. But for some reason, if I see bees floating around, if you don't get the nest right away, a lot of times when you find a nest, there's no bees with it. So hopefully that doesn't get messed up with that bee being loaded. Yep, there's a hive. So once we get Silk Touch, we'll kind of go after that. But those bees wander pretty far. I tend to lose them, so... But we will just go with it. Okay. So we are getting hungry and we have no food. So we are going to go and plant ourselves some wheat. We are going to cook some food. Oh, there's a sheep there. All right, we'll leave them there. And we will kind of get that started. All right, because we do not want to be hungry. Let's see, is there any fish floating around that we can get to? Nope, I don't see any fish. All right. So, as you can see, here's our little starter base. All right. Let's go ahead and pop in there. And I have no coal. Did I throw it all in here? That's where it is. So let's do the charcoal. There we go. Alright, so let's go and cook up some pork chops. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a bed so we can sleep. That way we aren't stuck inside our base at night. And let's go ahead and get this. And so let's go ahead and plant a few things while that is cooking. So we'll just kind of do our sugarcane right here. And let's see, where do we want to build our little mini wheat farm? Because we only have sand there. Do we have dirt right here? Yep. We'll just do this. Nice little simple little wheat farm. Nothing special. So kind of gather up some more seeds. And for me, this is kind of like the one of the fun parts of the game is actually getting started, exploring new areas, building a new base, and then you have that little toughness of between you find diamonds. That's always nice to find the diamonds right off the bat. But then you have that pain of getting them enchanted because you can't really do a lot of super mining and digging until you actually get those diamonds enchanted. And so between the beginnings and that point that you actually have diamond gear fully enchanted and maxed out is kind of like the lull that's kind of tough to deal with at times. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab this pork chop, and I said I was going to do another furnace. Let's go ahead and do that now. Let's go ahead and get another furnace set up. That way we can actually have multiple things cooking at the same time. Not really worried about efficiency here. We're just getting stuff going. And so I look forward to building all the super smelters and all that good stuff as we go. Alright. Actually, I'm going to want to take that because I'm going to want torches. I got some wood. I got my food. Alright, let's check on daylight here. And I think what we'll do is... Okay, we got that going. And what we're going to do is we're going to go cut down some trees until it gets dark, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go sleep, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go look at a couple caves, see if we can get some iron. That way we can get some armor. And I think that is going to be our plans for this first episode, is just getting ourselves to the point that we actually can find some iron, because I think we did pretty good as far as getting our little hobbit hole built, getting a couple furnaces going with food. We got pigs over there still, so we are going to be okay as far as food goes. And then we got some chickens over there. We'll have to do a nice little chicken farm. Now, I'm not going to do a chicken cooker farm. I'm going to do a farm where we just farm them and then we kill them ourselves. The idea is, mobs will drop their heads when you kill them, and I want to be able to actually do that, so that way I can get the drops from the chickens and the sheep. We'll see what ones we can get. Alright, I think what we'll do is we'll do like a little gallery of collecting all the different heads as we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. Get down on a couple more trees. And the nice thing about the trees is this will kind of clear this area out so that when we come out of our base, we won't have skeletons hiding underneath the trees. In the shade that spawns throughout the night. That's always annoying when you're running through trees and you start getting arrows flying at you. And so what's going to happen is our main base is going to be over that direction. Alright, so it's going to be in the plains, a nice flat area. And so I'm not sure what style I want to go with. I don't want to do any kind of castle or medieval style. That's done something like that before. I am not going to do green because I usually build cactus farms to help get experience from furnaces and that. And I'm actually going to try to avoid green this go round. So this season we're going to try to avoid using green. So, I'm not sure what kind of color scheme I want to go with. I'm not sure if I want to do concrete or do terracotta if we can find a mesa. I'm not sure if I want to use wood. But we will have to see. It may be one of those things that it's going to be whatever stuff we have easy at first may determine what style we want to go with. May do a guardian farm, use some stuff from the guardian farm. Haven't really done that before, so that would be a little bit of a change. I'm not going to use anything from the end. I don't want to. That yellowish end stone, not really big on it. And the purple from the entities is okay, but I don't know. I don't know if I really want to try to use that with anything else. Alright, I should probably kill a squid for some ink. Let's do it. Yeah. Because squid farm, we'll have to do that. I have not done a squid farm before. I've done a wither rose farm. But they always like to break. The wither always likes to mess things up in the end. but I think we will do a squid farm at some point in time. And then usually I do real basic ones, something like a squid farm. I would do something simple, but I think what we're going to do is something a little different. Try to take advantage of using nether portals and moving stuff over. I've never really done that with farms. I usually try to avoid that, but I think we're going to venture that way this time. See, oh, there we go. We got some caves here. Anything lower though, because I want to be able to find iron. So let's go ahead and let's venture up here. Okay, this doesn't look like anything big. Okay, it's just a gap. Oh, alright. Let's see what we've got down here. Oh, that doesn't look like much, but we'll check it out anyway. Nope, just a little divot. Okay. Let's see here. I think we will venture back this way because there looked to be some promise out here this way in this other hill to have. There's a lot of red roses there. Red flowers. Okay, there we go. Posies, that's what they are. Okay. Oh, let's see what we find here. There we go. This looks promising. No, it doesn't. Alright, fine. You know what? I'm going to stop saying it. I'm going to say this does not look like it's going to be anything good, and then hopefully I will be wrong. Yep, see, this one's not going to be any good either. We aren't going to find anything here. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're going to need some more torches here. Alright, so what we'll do is torch that up a little bit. I like to go in and venture a little bit and actually drop torches to kind of get things lit up before mobs can really spawn and fill in the cave, and then go back and clean out what is there. This one looks like we're just going to be able to get some coal out of it, but that's good. Be able to make some more torches. There's a little bit more down there to explore. Problem is I think it's too high to really get the iron. We need to find a chasm. It's what we really want to find. But we will, at this early in the game, we will not turn away the chance to gather some easy coal. That way we can get enough torches. That way we can start lighting stuff up and keep ourselves safe. Because we do not want to lose anything, especially early in the game. That's always tough. You know, if you die and then if there's a lot of mobs there, if you don't have any backup gear, sometimes it's kind of hard to get your gear back if you had anything that was decent. At this point, it wouldn't be that much of a loss if we lost what we have, but that is okay. Alright, so a couple more. Oh, that's actually a pretty good size amount of coal in this one little spot. So, wow, that's pretty good. Would be much better with a fortune pickaxe to actually increase what you actually get out of that. So we'll just make a few more torches. Plop one down there, light that up a little bit. Okay. I actually want to explore this first. I know it's not going to be anything, but I just want to get it lit up and see where it comes out on the other side of our hill. Oh, it comes out up on the top. That's nice. Hey, we got some llamas up there. That's a good, yeah, a couple llamas. So we will be able to get access to llamas pretty quick. And as you can see, hey, there we go. That looks good. Looks like a nice little low cave there. We got some pigs on this side of the hill. We'll have to remember where we're at so we don't lose our base. And that looks like a cave that goes down nice and deep. And we are going to do it. Let's go ahead and venture down. And hopefully this turns into something promising as far as iron goes. Yeah, we're getting down deeper. Come on. Oh, nope. There we go. There it is. It was above us. And that's probably going to be the only one. Oh, okay. But hey, maybe this way will be better. Nope. I don't think so. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Ugh. Okay, there's some more coal. Oh, I hear a zombie. Alright, so we got some mobs down here to deal with. Hopefully we don't run into skeletons, because I don't want to deal with skeletons without any armor. Now all the zombies are going to come to us. Got a bat down here, so that's a good sign that we are... Oh, this is a nice big area. There we go. Got some nice iron here. Alright, so we got ourselves a nice little cave here. Okay. Maybe we could do something in this little cave. I just think that the way that naturally generated is really interesting. I always find it interesting to find whenever it naturally generates these little pockets like this. It'd be neat to do something with this. I don't know what. We do have it that if you kill a player, their head drops, so that maybe we can make this be like a little trophy area. I'd rather have that in our base, though. This might be a little too far away from the base, but that's okay. Alright, I think we did pretty good as far as iron goes on this little venture here. And who knows, we might come down and poke holes in each of these to see if the caves continue any further once we get some better gear and we have diamond pickaxes. It's always nice to try to find all of the underground caves, that way you can light them up. That way if you build any kind of mob spawner, you don't have mobs spawning in an area that you can't get to. And so coming around in these caves, and when you have a dead end, kind of poking out and seeing if like the cave continued on just behind a couple blocks, because it likes to do that. But we'll gather up some coal here. Hopefully it is not dark on us, because I think what we will do is we will get ourselves back to our base. We'll get set up smelting some iron. That way we can start getting some iron pickaxes. That way when we find diamonds, and we can get some iron armor, so we're at least a little bit protected. And I think that is going to be a good first episode to accomplish. And so what we're going to do is I will come in between episode 1 and 2. I'll come in, I'll expand the farm a little bit. I'll do some of the little bit of boring stuff we're doing here, gathering some resources and some iron, because you probably would rather see building some interesting things, maybe finding diamonds, than watching someone dig through and find iron and coal using a stone pickaxe. And I hope it is not dark yet. Nope. Oh yeah, we still got some good daylight. Or do we? I don't know, for some reason it seems like in these later versions, once it gets dark fast. And so, well, I heard a spider, so there's probably some caves in there right there. Alright. Yep, so you can see the sky The sunset's already starting to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and clear out a couple trees, get into the base, and then I will think we will call that episode 1. I think that was a pretty good first episode that we accomplished. So yeah, we went all the way over there. And so hopefully next time we'll find a chasm. I'll get some iron, get some iron buckets with water so we can really do some exploring and digging and get some resources going. Alright, and so here we go. This is our home, and I hope you enjoyed episode 1 of our season of playing Minecraft on a server called SlackerCraft. Alright, yep, it is called SlackerCraft because there are several other people on here, but they are slackers and have not been playing as much as they should. Hopefully I can get them to watch these videos and be like, hey, you know, I ought to play too. And yes, sticky keys. I ought to turn that off. Alright, and thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed the episode.